please guys, welcome Alexis Starr.
Hello, everyone. I want you to imagine that it is New Year's Day. What are you doing? You're in your kitchen, and you realize that you have no goals set for this year. So you pull out your phone, you open that Notes app, and you write down 3 goals that you're going to achieve this year. 1, work out more, eat healthy, the general things that everyone writes down. 2, hang out with friends, because you know you've spent way too much time doom scrolling on TikTok. And 3, practice mindfulness and positivity. Then what do? You decide that it's time to go make a sandwich. You swipe up on that Notes app, close that phone, and leave your goals to rot away in that app, never to be seen again. Today, I am talking about the power of standards and how they can help you achieve your goals and your dreams. Standards are more than just something that you think of or something that's a heightened idea of something or someone. Standards help us to drive ourselves, drive our goals and our ambitions. They help set a benchmark to reach those things that we want to achieve. So, to start, there are 2 key ideas that I want you to know before we get started: self-efficacy and self-concept. These ideas are rooted in psychology and will help to truly understand what makes a standard and how we can use them. Now, before we start, I know standards can get a bad rap, and you've probably heard, oh, your standards are too high, you need to lower them. That's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about how standards can boost our lives and make us more positive and achieving the goals that we've set. So, to start, the first concept, self-efficacy. What does it mean? Self-efficacy is our belief that we can achieve something. It's the initial idea. It's the idea that we have put that bullet point down in our notes saying, I want to run a marathon. So that thought of I want to run a marathon is rooted in self-efficacy and our beliefs that we can do it. Self-efficacy proves that we are able to perform things and challenges that we've set. And it's been shown that people with a higher self-efficacy are more willing to face positive and difficult tasks because they know that they will learn from it rather than shy away from it. And people with low self-efficacy will start to shy away from those tasks and never even think that they're going to be able to achieve them. Self-efficacy is a driving factor. It's that initial thought. So the power of that is shown with Albert Bandura, a renowned psychologist who's been known in the field in studying self-efficacy. In one of his studies in 1977, he showed out to prove this with the fear of snakes. This snake phobia study showed that people with a higher self-efficacy were more willing to use exposure therapy and ideas to truly get over their fears, while the people with low self-efficacy shied away from that. And what they wanted to do was not even attempt to get over their snake phobias because they thought that it was stuck with them innately. So it goes to show that people with a higher self-efficacy, even as simple as something as being afraid of snakes, is able to be overcome because they knew that they could do it and they wanted to do it. And that shows that self-efficacy really does impact. It's the flat ground in the starting field for wanting to achieve something that you want to. So once we go to self-efficacy and we have this idea of what we wanted to achieve, we've written down that bullet point and we know, okay, I want to work out more. So then what do? Well, now we're going to move on to self-concept. Self-concept is our idea that we are going to be able to do it and how we do it. It propels us through the process. It is that idea that, say, if we want to work out more, self-efficacy is working out more, but making a 2-month plan of how we're going to do it. Abs, legs, etc. Self-concept is truly our belief that we are able to achieve it. It drives us to finish those goals through discipline and consistency. It's not something as simple as this is who I am. It's the process of a habit being formed every single time you work towards your goals, creating that standard that you've set for yourself. And a case study set at a junior high school in Indonesia showed that students with a higher self-concept of themselves academically and non-academically provided the information that when they had this higher idea of themselves, that they were able to perform better academically Well, the students with the low self-concept didn't perform better academically because they didn't want to put in the work and the effort, or if there was another situation. But self-concept shows us that this ability and our idea that we can work and achieve it is done through that discipline and that consistency. It's a sense of accomplishment and working towards it. It's not just saying, yeah, I'll do it. No, it is simply putting it. You are doing it in steps and processes and creating this achievement that you want to achieve. So as we move towards this idea of self-efficacy and self-concept and a standard and a goal, it can get confusing, I understand. But to make it simply, self-efficacy lays the foundation. It's our idea that we can be something that we want to achieve. Self-concept drives us. It's completing it, doing the task, doing what it takes to achieve something, going to the gym every day. Then you have finally reached it. You've achieved your goal. And it has been a concept and that self-efficacy and that self-concept put together to say, I've achieved this. This is the goal I've set, and this is the standard I have set for myself or someone else, and I have reached it. These two concepts are heavy in guiding our ways of how we are able to achieve something. Because I know probably everyone in this room has written a goal or an idea that they've wanted to accomplish and did. And that unseen nature of psychology through self-efficacy and self-concept is done by understanding how we work and how we are able to propel ourselves to achieving something that we dream. So right now, I encourage you, everyone, to take out your phones or a piece of paper and a pen. And I know you've been wanting to do it this entire time. So what I encourage you to do is open that notes app or whatever you write your ideas and your thoughts in. And I want you to write down simply two goals that you have for yourself, or something that you want to achieve in the next year. And then underneath that, write 2 things that you can do using the idea of self-efficacy and self-concept to achieve that within the next year. So if you go about this year, in 2026, I want you to check back on that notes. And if you have used the idea of self-efficacy, that you are able to achieve something, and self-concept, that idea that you are able to be who you want to be in the process, to achieve that goal that you just wrote down, I encourage you to do that. So thank you, everyone. And I hope that you've learned that standards are much more than something that can just be written down. It is a psychologically driven factor. Thank you.